Hello, everybody. This is Card Guy Chris Ellis,
With Collectible Chris.
and we are going to talk about.
The NFL draft, the draft has happened the past couple of days, and there's been a lot of things going around, some speculations, and of course, NFL analysis is always got to be an opinion. So we're going to talk about our opinions of who won the draft, who people should be looking after, and of course, possible rookie cards that people should be going after as well. Um, well, first off, let's talk about the number one overall draft pick, Bryce Young. Like, one, did he deserve it? And two, is he the future for the Carolina Panthers?
We knew that it was either going to be Bryce or Stroud. So um, I just feel bad because Carolina don't really have a receiving core right now. So
Well, they did get the Ole Miss wide, who Corral is actually familiar with, so he could help Young in actually finding that wide receiver on the field,
yeah,
which is a good thing, because they still got Corral to also help out be a backup.
mm-hmm,
I'm just worried about Bryce's health.
mm,
I think Stroud's a better, healthier choice. Stroud, to me, passes better in the pocket. So I think the Texas won between them and Carolina, but at the same time, like Texas really might.
I think that's why they drafted who they drafted. Bryce, even though he's hurt, injury prone in some instances,
Yeah,
he he's mobile.
yeah.
So well, that was a good thing. So um, yeah, we, I shouldn't be surprised. Frank Wright's a coach in Carolina, so he's done pretty well with quarterbacks that he can like mold and mentor.
Okay, true.
So as long as you're not giving these 1 year veterans that are on their last leg, to you every year, So, but yeah, you can't really go. Are we going to have Peyton Manning or Drew Bledsoe? Or are we going to have Brian Leaf and Rick Meyer?
Yeah,
Yeah, So hey,
yeah. I think you mean Ryan Lee, Payne Manning. You said Payne Manning, Drew Blood. So.
yeah. Well, they won out.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
yeah, they were the. Yeah, I went with the two that made it a career, and even though Rick Meyer
Oh,
won the NFL Rookie of the Year, his rookie year, yeah, later on he didn't have right. Even though he is a Notre Dame player, and I like Meyer, but his career wasn't the greatest. So,
okay, fair.
if you look at it, yeah, do we have Bledsoe, Meyer, Peyton Manning, Leaf with this draft? So we'll find out in 5, 10 years.
Fair enough. All right. Which pick surprised you in the fact that they were chosen later instead of earlier?
Oh wow. Um, the corner from not Porter, but the other corner, the one with the S as the last name. So Sketchin.
Oh,
Um,
the guy from the ACC.
yeah. Did he play for South Carolina? Not South Carolina. He played for. Was it South Carolina he played for?
It's not Stevenson. It's not Turner. He was drafted later, wasn't he?
No, no, no. He was drafted like in the second round.
No, because cornerbacks in the second round was Porter, Julius Brent from Kansas State, Branch from Alabama, Tavius Martin from Illinois, Cam Smith from South Carolina.
Is it Smith? No. Go through the first round real quick.
All right.
I'm trying to remember off the top of my head.
So corners, right?
Yeah.
Because Witherspoon was the fifth overall.
Yeah, he was. He was going.
Emmanuel Forbes from Mississippi State.
Yeah, that kind of shocked me.
That one shot he should have been later.
I think so. He's kind of skinny, 166 pounds. So
Deontay Banks from Maryland.
no,
That was the rest of the corners out of.
okay, go to the third round.
Garrett Williams from Syracuse.
It had to.
Riley Moss from Iowa. Jordan Battle from Alabama.
Yeah,
Makee Blackman from USC. That was third round, fourth round. Jacorian Bennett from Maryland. Keely Ringo from Georgia.
I thought Porter definitely should. I thought he was going to be a first round pick.
Nah, I agree. Everyone looked at Will Levis to be a first rounder. He got chosen second after Porter to Tennessee, which I think was the dumbest decision for the Titans. I was the biggest surprise to me was Richardson being chosen over Will with Indy. I thought Indianapolis was going to go after Will, but Richardson is going to be a good choice for Indianapolis in the long run. Gardner Minshew will start. Minshew is at least a decent enough quarterback to at least lead a team, and Richardson will learn from Mr. Mustache. So, like he's good. The one pick that kind of surprised me more though was Hooker being drafted in the third round. He should have at least been in the second round, in my opinion. He went to Detroit. Goff's getting a little bit up there in age. Well, not in age, but it's like Detroit's been bouncing around on Goff since he came. But last year he had a terrific season. I just don't think they're fully sold on him yet. So if Goff leaves, Hooker will definitely have an opportunity. That's kind of my big surprise that he was taken later instead of earlier. I think that was a little bit disrespectful.
Yeah, I think also B.J. Robinson taken in the first 10 picks.
Oh yeah,
Kind of shocking. Not shocking because he was the third best player on the board overall by talent, quote unquote, but where he was drafted to. So, even though I'm a big B.J. Robinson fan, I love the kid. I think he's going to be a great running back.
Aaron Robinson's with who?
The Falcons.
The Falcons.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a scary team, especially if Taylor's got to be the starting quarterback.
So, we'll see where that goes. But I mean, you got see who else was a surprise. Where did the Ohio State receiver go?
Oh, the Ohio State receiver.
Yeah,
Oh dang.
he went. Can't remember for sure.
Jackson Smith Jigba.
Yeah.
Seattle.
Oh,
A
wow.
guy who picked 20 the 20 pick
Yeah, that's right.
overall.
That's right. Yeah, Smith was. Seattle did well.
And I mean, another pick that surprised me, honestly, was the fact that my guy Quentin Johnson actually got picked by the Chargers, 21st overall. So Johnson being a Charger is gonna be helpful for Justin. So I thought
That's
that
the
was
one
good.
out of TCU, right?
Yep, Quentin Johnson out of TCU is a Charger. For me, biggest shock to me was Emmanuel Forbes from Mississippi State. Like you said, he's a little bit skinny, but he's got to be a commander. So he's in a tough division, but the NFC East has small receivers.
Yeah.
So he can actually do coverage on CD, Devontae Smith. Like he can actually get the small guys, especially in the slant route, because Emmanuel is a slant corner, which is good for the Commanders.
Yeah. I
And-
mean, yeah.
So I see why they picked him. I'm just kind of surprised they got him in the first round. They because really the Commanders need a quarterback a little bit more,
Mm.
and they didn't get a quarterback.
Yeah.
So that's what shocks me a little bit more because
they're
they
going
lost
with
Taylor.
I mean, they're going with Sam Howell. So I mean,
Well, I like Sam. He's a UNC guy, so I'm gonna love Sam regardless. But if the Commanders needed a veteran behind Sam, and they didn't get that,
yeah.
so I'm kind of worried for the Commanders offensively, but defensively that helps them out.
Mm.
All right, so
Maybe they were going to try to play defense and run ball.
I mean, as close as the NFC East was last year, it won't. It
I
won't
mean, they were
surprise
8-8.
me.
I
Yeah.
oh, yeah. I mean, so it's not like they did bad. I mean,
Oh yeah.
so
You want to do our sleeper picks or who won the draft?
don't matter. Either one will go.
Okay. My sleeper pick that people should start collecting, in my opinion, is gonna be Mr. Tyja Spears, Tulane running back that got chosen by the Titans. The reason why I think people should start collecting him, look at Derrick Henry in the last 3 years. He's a running back that is full force the offense for the Titans. He's gonna get hurt. So and the Titans really didn't get people to help protect Tannehill, Malik at all costs. So like Henry gets hurt, Spears steps in. Spears will have a chance to actually be in a game. So he'll be my sleeper pick. And I mean, he's a running back. So I'm not saying that he'll be offensive rookie of the year, but I think he'll at least be a top 5 guy. That's my opinion. I think he'll have a good, outstanding rookie year.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that would, I think. I don't think it's really a sleeper, but with the Raiders getting my guy from Notre Dame,
Because I mean, the Raiders lost Waller, so
yeah, it's the perfect pick for it. Basically, he should have gone in the first round, but it's okay. Second round, going to a quarterback that throws to the tight end.
Mm-hmm. And that's honestly, I mean, that's a sleeper pick because and not everyone is sold as him being a Raider because of Garoppolo. But what does Garoppolo do? He throws short, he throws mid, and he throws to his tight end. As long as he trusts him. I mean, look at him with Kittle. Look at him what he did in San Fran. So, that's a good pick. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how. I mean, the Detroit running back in the first round from Alabama. I don't know how good he's going to do right away. I don't know. I mean, so, yeah, I would just go there and just say that.
All right. Biggest winner and biggest loser of the draft.
Well, I mean,
Team wise.
team wise, I mean, obviously everybody was probably going to say the Eagles, but I think the Seahawks did very well. They did very well. They did well last year, and they got Walker and they got Bryant. And this year they got Smith, and they got Witherspoon, right? Is that
Yeah, Witherspoon, 5th overall pick.
Yeah. So I mean, without saying the obvious in Philly, I definitely think the Seahawks now. To me, who lost out a lot, I will say that it was probably Arizona because they only had 3 picks the whole.
Just about. They had 5. They had 5 overall, and then you didn't really see them until like the 2nd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and then the 7th.
Well, I mean, they had their first round pick, and
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, it was like, I don't know what Arizona's got a lot of holes, so I'm going to go with the Cardinals in losing this one.
Okay. I can understand that. Biggest winner to me, believe it or not, is a team that's rebuilding after this offseason, Green Bay. Because they got a good tight end. They got a wide receiver that has speed. They got the corner that actually can do coverage, do man to man. That is an overall corner, and they actually stole him in the fourth round, which shocked me. And because that corner being from the ACC, that's good. Now, Jordan Love needs to prove himself,
Oh yeah, he's
but he has a weapon in speed, and he has a tight end that can catch, and they also got a tight end that can block as well for running situations. So I think everyone thinks Green Bay lost because of them losing Rodgers, but I think Green Bay actually won in the draft because they actually got the key pieces that they needed. So I'm going with the conservative pick and saying Green Bay.
Hmm.
The team that I think that lost, um, I really want to say Arizona, but I think Cleveland also kind of lost
well.
at the same time because like
They didn't have many picks.
so they didn't have many picks, but they could have at least restocked on safety, which they didn't. They could have restocked on defensive tackle, which they didn't, and they could have at least restocked on two offensive tackles, which they didn't. So I gotta say Cleveland because they didn't get the pieces that they needed to help protect Deshaun and to help out in their secondary. At least Arizona got people that they needed.
Oh, I mean, they got the what was it, defensive end from was it the defensive end that they got or the defensive tackle?
Yeah, defensive end.
So yeah, I mean, they got one of the best on that. I mean, it was it felt like underwhelming,
Yeah, I can see that.
especially when they traded it back and traded it and got Texas's pick.
Yeah,
You know, so I mean, the Texans kind of won with their second and third pick. So I mean, but who did the Cardinals take with the first round? I'm trying to remember his name.
Cardinals. Offensive tackle Paris Johnson Jr. from
That's right.
Ohio State.
That's right. It was the offensive tackle, and I thought they should take a defensive end.
Oh yeah, he should have.
Yeah, and they didn't. So it's like, all right, you're helping the blind side. I think he'll be the blind side guy. I think the Murray, but the Cardinals are in shambles anyway, so it's not like. So.
All right, so. Oh wow, Max Duggan got taken by the Chargers in the final round. Wow. I mean, that's still good for them. I guess Justin a good guy to learn from. All right, so some seventh rounders in history have done very well. Look at Tom Brady and also the Mr. Irrelevant from last season, Brock Purdy. So, seventh round, who do you think will have a great kickstart to the year? I actually got two in mind, believe it or not.
Hmm. Hmm.
I mean, the seventh round is actually decent.
Yeah. I like the tight end from Old Dominion and Kuntz.
Oh yeah, and got drafted by the Jets.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a pretty. I mean, I think the tight end class was good overall, but
Oh yeah,
I think Kuntz was definitely.
uh, and actually that's one of my guys, Zach Kuntz from Old Dominion, the tight end that got drafted by the Jets. I think Rodgers will have help in that, and if the Jets want to do that two tight end system, that will help out because they got an experienced tight end and now a rookie tight end that knows how to catch the ball. But believe it or not, I'm actually gonna go with the offensive tackle. Jacksonville guy Cooper Hodges from Appalachian State, because Hodges only allowed 4 sacks out of his whole 4 years. Great big country boy that actually knows what to do and how to protect his quarterback. And with him being in that division, he's going to have the ultimate test. And I think if he shows what he knows what to do, he's going to be outstanding. I mean, as long as he protects Lawrence, I think he's going to be a great, great freaking player. So,
All right. Anything else?
as far as I know, I'm good. I'm just glad my Heat are still in the NBA playoffs after beating Milwaukee. Everyone didn't see that coming, including me. So,
Well, you start with the Knicks tonight, right?
which is going to be a great series. New York has a great young team. I'm not going to shed away from the Knicks. I honestly think the Knicks can actually go further this year because I had Milwaukee going to the semifinals. So with it now being Knicks against Heat, I see the Knicks advancing. But if the Heat do what they do with Jimmy Buckets shooting, the Heat might pull it off. So, I mean, the Heat have been in the spot before and have gone to the championship. So, anything is possible. I really was hoping that the Kings would beat the Lakers. No, wait, Kings had Golden State. My bad.
All right. The Lakers had Lakers play or they played Memphis, right? It was Memphis.
Oh yeah, it was Memphis. That's right. Okay, hold up. So this is how it went. Miami beat Milwaukee in 5. The Knicks beat the Cavaliers in 5. Philly swept the Nets 4-0. Boston beat Atlanta 4-2. Denver beat Minnesota 4-1. And Denver is now ahead against Phoenix 1-0 because Phoenix beat the Clippers 4-1. Oh shoot, Kings and State are tied. So they're going to game 7.
Mm-hmm.
Lakers beat Memphis 4-2.
No.
And I'm still shocked that they made it in, honestly. But so it's Miami with New York and Philly against Boston. Philly and Boston is got to be a great series. If Embiid can get past his defense, Philly wins.
Yeah.
Miami and Knicks. Honestly, I'll be happy with either team. Knicks is a young team that deserves to be in a championship game. I think they have proven that in the last 3 years. Denver and Phoenix. Chris Paul needs a dang ring. I want Phoenix to win the whole thing just so Chris Paul can say he's a champion. But Denver finally got past the first round, and they're now 1 up on Phoenix. The 2-time MVP should deserve a ring, especially all the dominance he's done in the last few years. I really want the Kings to go far, and the Kings have had the Lakers number all year long. If I choose a team against the Lakers, it's got to be the Kings. So I hope the Kings win.
All right.
But we'll talk about more of the NBA championship later. We'll also talk about MLB right now. Biggest shockers, biggest disappointment so far this season. We'll discuss that in the next few episodes.
Yep. So this is Card Guy Chris Lowe's,
With Collectible Chris.
and we'll be talking to you later.